A major escalation tonight in U.S.-Venezuela tensions. President Donald Trump has announced what he calls a total and complete blockade of sanctioned Venezuelan oil tankers, sharply increasing pressure on President Nicolas Maduro's government. The declaration raises questions about legality, enforcement, and the risk of confrontation at sea. In a lengthy post on social media, Trump claimed Venezuela is now completely surrounded by what he called the largest armada ever assembled in South America. He warned that pressure would only intensify until, in his words, Venezuela returns oil, land, and other assets he says were stolen from the United States. Trump's declaration calls for blocking all sanctioned oil tankers entering or leaving Venezuela. However, analysts note a traditional naval blockade would require sealing the entire coastline, something even an expanded U.S. presence may struggle to achieve. The U.S. currently has 11 warships in the Caribbean, the most in decades. According to Reuters, roughly 30 sanctioned tankers are involved in moving Venezuelan oil. Tracking data suggests more than a dozen are currently in Venezuelan waters. Last week, U.S. authorities seized a sanctioned tanker off Venezuela's coast, alleging links to illicit oil shipments involving Iran and Cuba. Caracas has strongly rejected Trump's announcement. The Venezuelan government called it a reckless and serious threat, accusing Washington of violating international law, free trade principles, and freedom of navigation. Officials described the move as an attempt to seize Venezuela's national wealth. The blockade announcement comes amid broader U.S. military activity in the region. Since September, American forces have carried out dozens of strikes on vessels accused of drug trafficking. The Trump administration says these operations are aimed at cutting off narcotics flows into the United States. Trump has repeatedly described Maduro's government as a hostile regime. Last month, he took the unprecedented step of designating it a foreign terrorist organization, accusing it of funding drug trafficking, human trafficking, and violence through oil revenues. Whether Trump's blockade can be fully enforced remains uncertain. What is clear is that the move sharply raises the stakes in the Caribbean, increasing the risk of miscalculation at sea. As Washington and Caracas trade threats, the world is watching to see how far this confrontation will go.
Subscribe to Oneindia and never miss an update. Download the Oneindia app now.